All right, good Friday morning, everyone. Welcome to your 8:30 Metabolic Conditioning class. TJ here. So today is the very last week of phase 3. So it's week 6. It is phase 3. So for today, you'll need dumbbells, both light and medium. You'll need a book if you have a book close by, which I'll have to snatch off my coffee table. But otherwise, let's get started. All right. So we're going to start down on the ground, just in child's pose, just stretching out our low back really quick. So sitting back onto our heels with our hands out in front of us. And I want you to put your left hand on top of your right hand. And then I want you to move your left hand off your right and then put your right hand on top of your left. And then I want you to come out of that. We're going to go into that mini sphinx where you're going to be lying on your front side with your elbows directly underneath you, just stretching out that core. Not that we did a lot of sitting, but always a good stretch to do, especially if we're just waking up. All right, so let's move on to, let's do our Supermans really quick. So with our hands out in front, we're just lifting both the upper and the lower half. Ready? Go. So squeezing through those glutes, feeling it through the low back. Keep going. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Sorry, the dogs are a little distracting this morning. Not the only ones with energy, I guess. All right, so we're going to lie onto our side. We're going to do our oblique crunch. So lying on our left side or our right side, and just our hand behind our head, and just lifting and feeling it through the side. We're not going to do very many of these. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right? I want you to flip it over. And let's do the other side. Ready? Go. So we'll do one more Superman, and then we'll do one more oblique crunch per side, and then we're going to move on to the next portion. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. So going back to the Superman. Ready? Go. So remember, lifting the upper and the lower half. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Lying on our side. And we're going to do our oblique crunch one last time. So whichever side you were on. Ready? Go. So in this case, I am lying on my left side. I have my right hand on my head. I'm just lifting the upper part of me. So getting that left shoulder up off the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Flipping it over. Like I said, one last time. Ready? Go. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. All right, so we're going to stay onto the ground, and I will show you what we are doing for this next one, which is more movement. So just kind of prepping our hips for our movement. So I'm going to have my feet on the ground with my legs bent, and my legs are going to be wider than my shoulders. And what I'm going to have you do is I just want you to rotate the knee or let the knees fall towards one side. And then I want you to move to the other side. And try to let it, like you'll feel the stretch, but also moving through the hip. Give me a couple more on each side. So again, just moving through. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right. So now we're going to go into a tabletop plank, which is going to be, again, feet flat on the floor, and we're going to be on our hands. You could be on your elbows. You just don't get, the range of motion is kind of cut short. But this is our tabletop bridge. So pretty much it's just, you think like the crab walk in school. So we're just going to hold for 30 seconds, pressing that hip up, trying to keep the shoulders, the hips, and the knees in line with each other. So squeezing through those glutes, keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. And now we're going to go into, we're going to flip it over. And we're going to go into cat-cow. All right. So it's where we're arching our back. And then we're pressing that hip down, arching that back, pressing that hip down, arching the back, hip down. One last time. And pushing that spine down into the ground. So really working through that back, that spine mobility. And now let's go back through it one last time. So we're going to lie onto our back. Remember, this is the one with the hip rotation. So remember, feet flat on the floor, letting the knees fall to one side, and then moving it over to the other side. All right, ready? Go. So again, it's just a movement. It's not supposed to be hard. You might feel a little stretch, maybe some tightness if you have a tight outer hip, maybe on both the right and the left side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're going to go into that tabletop. All right, and this time we're going to add a march. Ready? So press the hip up. And I want you to lift one leg at a time, like you're marching in the air. All right, ready? Go. So still squeezing through those glutes as you keep that hip in line with your shoulders and your knees. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right, so one last cat-cow, really quick. And then we're going to move on to our cardio portion, our ESD. All right, ready? Cat-cow, go. So make sure that your hands and your knees are shoulder width apart, pressing the spine up like a cat, pushing the spine down like a cow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, so now on to our ESD. If you want to get a drink of water really quick, I would definitely do so before we get started. All right, so for today is this kind of speed bag / boxer shuffle. So it's kind of like jogging in place, but it's kind of more side to side. And we're going to have those hands up and we're going to move as quickly as we can. All right, ready? Go. If it feels more like a jog in place to you, you can more just kind of jog in place. It's just kind of more like the knees are kind of moving instead of like this kind of side to side hip. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. You start to feel that through your hip. And then you start feeling it through your shoulders with that speed bag. All right. So we're going to go into the skier. All right. So this one is this kind of side to side motion like we're skiing. So the modified is that you can hop one leg at a time as you imagine like you have the poles in your hand. Otherwise, you can jump with both feet. All right, ready? Go. So keeping that core engaged. Nice job, keep it up. Awesome. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. All right. So the last and final one that we're going to do, I'm just going to move my chair so I have enough space. Make sure you have enough space to work. So we're going to do a burpee. All right. So a modified burpee is you could just put your hands down on the floor, walk your feet out, walk your feet in, and stand up. Otherwise, it's hop down, hop the feet out, hop the feet in, and stand back up. All right, ready? Go. So we're just going to do the easier one for right now, but I am going to make it interesting when we get into the second and the third round. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right. So we're going to go back. Again, careful. Side note with the burpee, especially when your head is below your heart, just take your time when you go back into standing. All right. So back to the boxer shuffle. Ready? Go. We don't want anyone to feel dizzy, pass out, especially if you are working out on your own. So again, boxer shuffle, speed bag as quick as you can. If you want to reverse the direction when you're speed bagging, you could do that. You can alternate. If that shuffle feels more like a run, as long as you're moving the legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, so we're gonna go back to that skier. All right, get ready, set, go. So we're about 30 seconds on, and then it's 10 seconds off. Even though sometimes I think the burpee needs like a longer break. That one is probably the most challenging of the three. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right, so burpee number 2 is now going to include a jump at the top of the movement, right? So when we're standing, we're going to jump, and then we're going to hop down. All right, ready, set, go. So jump at the top. So even if you're doing the modified, you can always just raise the knee, and then go back down. Keep it up, keeping that core engaged. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, again, being mindful, head below the heart, just kind of catching your breath really quick. If you do feel like you are too lightheaded, it's always best to crouch down as low to the ground as you can get, because there's less, impact with falling. It's just a lot safer. All right, back to the boxer shuffle. Last time. Ready, go. I just wanted to share that. So we're being safe. So back to that boxer shuffle. Go if you haven't. Again, 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off. This is the last round, and then we're going to move on to the strength. Nice job, keep it up. Again, if it feels like a run in place, just do the run in place. Just keep those arms moving. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sometimes it takes a lot of coordination when you're doing 2 pieces at the same time. All right, back to the skier. Ready? Go. We have one last and final burpee that we will do after this, and that is going to include the push-up at the bottom plus the hop at the top. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right. So again, modified, all those things can be done on a low impact sort of note. Just so you know, get ready, set, go. So jump out, push up, jump the feet back in, hop at the top, push up, get the push up, hop at the top. Nice job. And again, if you're doing modified, just knee up, and then walk the feet out, and then push up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right. Get a drink of water, catch your breath. And we're going to move down to the floor. All right. So just trying to catch my breath after all those burpees, especially that last one. Takes the breath out of you a little more. All right. So I'm going to turn slightly your direction so you can see what I'm doing. So we're going to do a push-up, but I want you to go wider than your shoulders. All right. So I'll show modified where I'm on my knees, chest down to the floor, not all the way. about a fist length between you and the floor, otherwise on your feet. Ready? Go. So wider than your shoulders. And if you feel like that hand position for you feels like a normal push-up position, go just slightly wider than that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent job. And if it helps, we'll child's pose at the very end of that push-up, just because it's going to be a lot of those triceps, the back of the arm. You're going to feel it. All right. So we're going to stay kneeling for this next one. And this is with the shoulder raises. All right. So we're going to go lateral, front raise, and then upright row. And that upright row, you keep the elbow above your dumbbell and then back down. All right. So lateral raise or side raise, front raise, upright row. Ready? Go. So front. Again, if you get messed up, just, try to kind of go with the rhythm or that, like the, man, trying to think. However the flow of exercises goes for you. So if you are going a certain way, so again, like I go out to the side, then I upright row, and then I do the front, but you may be doing it differently, is what I'm trying to get at. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. So now I want you to stand for the tricep kickback. All right. So we're going to bend from our hip. We're going to have our elbows up to where our upper arm is parallel to the floor and our elbows are pinned by our side, extending from the elbow to the wrist. So the arm is straight. Ready? Go. So my apologies for tripping over my words. Hopefully you're understanding everything that I am telling you. Nice job. Feeling it through the back of the arm, especially when that arm is straight. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're going to move it down back onto the floor for that push up. All right, so round number 2. So again, I'm facing your direction so you can see how wide I'm taking my hands, but you do what you think is comfortable to you. Ready? Number 2, go. So this one is 30 seconds on, but this time the rest period is a little longer. Not by much, just 15 seconds off, 30 seconds on, keeping the head in line with the body, whether you are on your knees or on your feet. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, so onto the knees, grabbing the dumbbells for those shoulder raises. All right, so from our knee to our hip to our shoulders, we're standing up tall. Ready? So front raise or side raise, front raise, upright row. All right, ready? Go. If it's just easier, you could just follow along since I'm tripping over my words today. So arms are parallel to the floor when you do your front and your side raise. Keeping that core engaged. Excellent job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right, so we're going to stand. Still hanging on to our dumbbells. If for whatever reason you need to use your lighter dumbbells for that front raise, side raise, upright row, you can definitely do it. All right, kick back. Ready, go. So again, elbows in line with the body, keeping that upper arm parallel to the floor. If the arms start to get tired, you may notice that the elbow starts to drop down. Really try to keep those elbows up, even if you feel like you're squeezing between the shoulder blades a little bit. Nice job. So we have one more round of everything, and then we'll move on to the lower. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, so back to that last and final push-up. All right, get ready. So again, hands wide, either on your knees or on your feet. Ready, go. The straight body, the head is in line. Remember, going down just where the chest is about a fist length. So a fist between the chest and the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Child's pose for me since we forgot to do it the second round. Child's pose. All right, now come out of it. And we're going to move into the front, side, and upright row. So the shoulders. All right, ready, go. So front raise, side raise, upright row, or whichever order you prefer. So remember with that upright row that the elbows stay above the dumbbells. And then when the dumbbells are in line with the chest, the line of the chest. You got this, come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, so we're going to stand one last and final time with this kickback for the back of the arm. And then we'll get a drink of water. Ready? Last time, go. Great job. Remember, keeping those elbows back or in line with your upper body. So parallel to the floor, the upper arm is. Feeling it through the back of those arms. Keeping the head in line with the body. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. So set those dumbbells down. Get a drink of water. And I want you to grab a book or a box, something that's square, so it stays flat onto your feet and your ankle. So I'll grab a book. All right, so we're gonna lie onto our side. We're going to take said book and we're going to place it onto our ankle / the middle of our feet, just so it stays there. See what I mean? You don't want it to necessarily fall off. All right, so keeping the foot pointing straight at a wall and raising just like so. So just moving the leg up and down. Ready? Go. So your book may be a little heavier or a little lighter. If you have options and they're close by, you could always make a change and grab it if you need to. I'm just going to work with what I have. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're not going to flip over just yet, but we're now going to place that book on the inside part of the leg closest to the floor, and we're going to take that right leg and we're going to place that foot flat on the ground and behind the left, right? So now we're going to lift that lower leg off the floor. Again, book will slide off, center it. So working the inner thighs. So go if you haven't. So working the inner thigh, not letting the foot rest onto the floor. So just stopping before it touches. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, now you can flip over. And we are now going to do the outer thigh for that left leg. Unless you're on your right side, that's okay too. All right. So the book is on the top leg. Both feet are extended out in front of me. All right, ready? Go. So just the top leg is moving away from the body. The exercise is called an abduction, which means that we are moving that leg away from the center of our body. Nice job. 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're now going to put that same book on the right leg that's closest to the floor. That left leg is going to be behind with that left foot flat on the ground. And now we're going to lift that bottom leg up and down. All right, ready? Go. This particular exercise is an adduction because that leg is coming into the center of our body. So think ADD, adding, you're bringing it in. Nice job. Again, your book may slide off your foot. Keep it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So now we're going to do a different exercise really quick, and that is a hip press. All right. So we're going to lie onto our back. Our feet are going to be out farther away from our backside. And we're going to move the hip up and down. All right. If you want a challenge, have your feet together, knees together. Ready? Go. Keep pressing. So feeling it through the back of the leg. For the next round, if you have a chair or a coffee table or a stair, or at least a couple of stairs close by, we'll make it challenging that way. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, so we're going to go back. So if you just want to stay on to the side, whichever side you feel like that transition is going to be the quickest, we're just going to move right into it. So starting with abduction first. So the foot is moving away from the body. You're placing that book on that foot. Ready? Go. So again, if you have a heavier object that is square, that is flat, or at least something with more surface area. So working that outer hip. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so now we're going to move that book onto the foot that was lying on the floor. So now we're going to do adduction. So placing that left foot flat on the floor behind the right leg, and we're going to raise that right leg off the ground. Ready? Go. So remember that leg is raising, moving towards the center of the body, feeling it through the inside part of that inner leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going to flip it over now. We're going to do the other side. So again, resting the book on the top leg, and our legs are straight. All right, ready? Go. So raising that leg about 18 inches, because if you raise it too high, the book is definitely going to slide off. And then you want to keep your foot parallel to the floor so that the book is not sliding off on the back end or the front end. So again, now I'm working the outer thigh for my right side, but you may be on your left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so now we're going to move that book onto the bottom foot, and I'm going to place my right leg behind me and that foot flat on the floor. And now raising that leg that was on the ground, actually touching the floor, is going to be the leg moving. Ready? Go. So again, your book may slide. Sometimes I think also it depends on the shoes that you're wearing for whatever reason, that maybe that book does not stay. If you are lucky and you have ankle weights, you could use those, but that is something that not everybody has, which is why we're utilizing a book. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's working with what you have. All right, so we're going to go back to the hip press, but this time we're going to place our feet onto a chair. All right, so I'm going to place my feet onto my chair, and I'm going to move the hip up and down. All right, get ready. 3, 2, 1, go. So heels on the chair or the coffee table, as long as the chair is not on wheels. You don't want it rolling away from you. That would definitely add another challenge if it was on wheels and you had to keep it drawn in while you're pushing up, which could definitely be an exercise in itself, but I would still be cautious about it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, nice job. So we're going to go one last one with all of these exercises. All right, grab your book one last time. Let's crush it. All right, so outer leg, moving away from the body. Ready, go. So again, just raising it about 18 inches from the foot that's resting on the ground. Again, not too high. You do not want the book to slide off. I think it might be a little too challenging to do dumbbells. Dumbbells are very odd shaped. 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're going to move that book to that inner, the inside part of the right leg, the leg that's on the ground. So my left foot is on the ground and that leg is behind me. Ready, go. So inner thigh, moving towards the center of the body. I hope we're doing well. You got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's flip it over. So last and final side for this side. And then we'll finish it off with one last hip press. And then we will stretch. Ready, set, go. So again, resting your book on the top of the foot that's not touching the floor. And just moving that foot away from the midline or the center of your body. Keeping the body straight. Keep going. Again, the challenges with the book. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Now moving that book to the inside part or the inside, the inside part of the foot touching the floor. So my right leg is behind me, right foot flat on the floor. Last time. Ready, go. Keep it up, keep going. You got this, come on. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're gonna do one last hip press on the chair, or you can do it on the floor. All right, one last one. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go. So remember, with the legs, with the hip press, they're going to be at 90 degrees. We're pressing that hip up and down, squeezing through the glutes at the top, driving those hips up, feeling it through the back of the leg. This is the last and final one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, so we won't stand up just yet, but let's lie on our back, bring our knees into our chest. Just stretching out through the low back. Nice job. So let's place the right foot flat on the ground. The left leg is going to be straight up in the air and either grab behind the knee or behind the calf, trying to keep that leg as straight as you can. So feeling the stretch through the left leg. Unless you were on your other leg, then it would be the right side. Nice job. All right, so left leg on the ground or left foot on the ground, right leg up in the air. Either grabbing the back of the right knee or the calf. Keeping that leg straight. Nice job. All right, so now we're going to cross the right ankle over the left knee, and we're going to lean into it so we feel that stretch through that right hip. And now let's move on to the left side. So left ankle crossing over the right knee, leaning into it, feeling that stretch now through the left hip. We'll do a couple more quick stretches. So come out of that for me. And we're just going to kneel onto our mat. And I just want you to lean or move your left arm towards the right side of your body, feeling that stretch through your back. And then we're going to do the other side. I know that we didn't do back, but sometimes it's just good to like stretch that out. But we'll do our chest stretch, which is our last one. All right. So chest stretch, interlock your fingers, place it back behind your head, push your elbows back, push your head back into your hands, feeling that stretch or that openness through the chest. All right, nice job, everyone. I'm sure that I'm probably slightly over on time. So we have a new program that starts in the middle of May called Race at Your Pace, or Pace, something like that. And so pretty much it's you picking a distance of either 26, 50, or 100 miles, but it's over the course of 28 days that you can complete that either through running, biking, elliptical, walking, any sort of movement. All right. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the day. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.